After the blocking of the maps by the federal court in Texas, on the Texas maps, do you expect any change from any of the other states, like Virginia, in the strategy, or is it like full speed ahead?
Our strategy is full speed ahead. We are not unilaterally disarming. We are not rolling over and playing dead. And we also have no interest in spiking the football. What we are doing is going to make sure that Donald Trump and Republican sycophants are unable to gerrymander the national congressional map in a way that will allow them to rig the midterm elections. We made that clear from the very beginning. And we are not going to take our foot off the gas pedal until we are certain that the American people are guaranteed a free and fair midterm election in November of 2026.
Congressman Byron Baker said that the censure is broken in the House. Do you agree with that conclusion, and do you see a role for yourself and Speaker Johnson to work on kind of reining in the use of it, just given how many we saw this week and the rise in them in recent years?
Republicans have broken the censure in the House of Representatives. It is broken. The extremists have broken it because they have no agenda, no vision, no plans, no legislation to make life better for the American people and address the affordability crisis that's crushing everyday Americans. And so they're obsessed with censures. But what did they not get from the results of them being destroyed across the country? The American people know electorally. The American people know they have no agenda. Why are they doubling and tripling down on this extreme censure approach? It's getting them nowhere. And so we're trying to help them out. Don Byers trying to help them out. Get out of your own way. Now, do I think that Mike Johnson, nice guy, right? But do I think that Mike Johnson has any interest in actually reining in his extreme members? Of course not. He doesn't have any control over them. You know, I think he talked about dignity and decency and things of that nature, and then all we're seeing is Republicans do the exact opposite. It's extraordinary to me. We had patriotic members of the House and the Senate have their lives threatened by Donald Trump in the most unhinged, unacceptable, unconscionable, and un-American way. Disgusting and dangerous what Donald Trump has said in accusing patriotic members of Congress and the Senate who served this country well of treason and suggesting they should be killed. That's disgusting. But we, of course, have come to expect this from Donald Trump. What's extraordinary to me is that Mike Johnson doesn't even have the decency to distance himself from Donald Trump's death threats leveled at patriotic members of Congress. Even John Thune found it reasonable for him to say he disagrees with what Donald Trump accused members of Congress of doing earlier today. Even John Thune had the decency to distance himself from Donald Trump's remarks. But Mike Johnson couldn't say a thing about it. And his silence speaks volumes. Thank you, everyone.